Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. So it's took me some mucking about, but I think I've got it right where the cards go left to right instead of right to left, okay? I tried and tried. Anyway, I had the camera the wrong way round. Never mind, Pisces for you. Okay, for those that have been asking about my mum, you notice I've gone quiet about her. Oh dear. Well, what can I say? It's just terrible, absolutely terrible. She's fell out of bed, cracked her skull, needed a CT scan, and then now she's been put into a home, a nursing home, that I haven't had any say over at all, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know how long she's going to get left in this misery, but, you know, I am toying with the idea of putting a camera in her bloody bedroom, because I just get an awful sense. My brother rang me this morning and said he's been, and it stinks of urine, he said, and a bed so high that either she'll never be able to get out of it, or if she does have a fall, you know, it's going to be from a great height. Apparently there was no sheet on the bed. Well, I don't know. I haven't been able to get there today. I've got sciatica thanks to my low B12 again. I was told the B12 could be a cause of my sciatica because it affects the nerves. So I'm obviously running low again. And it's meant that I haven't been able to see my mum today as well. So I will get everything sorted and everyone sorted during the week. But yeah, when I go quiet about my mum, it's because it's not really good news, you know. What can I say? It's just one of them. They won't let me have her now anyway, because they're saying she's far too poorly. And there's not that many nursing homes in her area. I mean, they've put her right into Beverley. It's going to be a right job for me and my youngest brother to get to. But, you know, it's just one of them things, isn't it? So I hope she's doing well. Her cousin's going today, so they'll put me on the phone with her and do a bit of FaceTime. It's a good idea, that, isn't it? But yeah, like I say, I'm thinking about putting a camera in a room, you know. I'm still working out how to do it, because I don't think they have Wi-Fi, and I think these cameras need Wi-Fi. So if any of you know about bloody cameras and putting them into care homes, let me know. I don't care if I'm breaking the law. I don't. If they want to kick her out, but I need to make sure she's okay. Certainly after the last home that she was in, she was locked in a room. Luckily it was only a week, but they locked her in a room and she was terrified, absolutely terrified, when she got admitted to hospital. So much so they said to me, the doctor and the nurse said, you know, you really need to talk to the social worker about this. So I just don't know, you know, it's one of them, innit, because you got dementia and I don't know. But all I can say is that the time before, when she was in the other room, she had a massive bruise on her hand. You could see the finger marks. She'd clearly been dragged, you know. It's assault. It is assault, you know. And you're paying all that money for that, aren't you? 1,650 quid to be assaulted and talked to like shit. So yeah, that's why I aren't talking much about her, because I found it infuriating. And I'm not a person that's hard to please. I'm not a moaner. I'm not a complainer. But that's my mum, you know. So yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, moan over. Okay, let's have a look then. So truthfully, I did Catherine's reading and I did Prince Charles. I held on to it last minute, really, and decided not to give as much detail, because she's asked that of kids, you know, and stuff, and you don't want out going around the internet, do you? There'll be enough speculation. But I know this, it was a shock. It was a shock, and it wasn't planned at all. It may have been planned from the night before, saying, well, gonna have to operate tomorrow, but, you know, it was a shock. Okay then, so well, just going to ask generally though, you know, how is Catherine doing, please, today? Well, she's seen you know, she got a family coming today and she's seen the children and that's nice. And, you know, she's had lots of well wishes, phone calls and all sorts really, you know. Loads of flowers, loads of flowers. People are going outside and leaving flowers for her. There'll be flowers everywhere, sending them to the home where she lives, sending them, you know, to the hospital. They won't have enough vases. They won't have enough vases. So she's feeling a lot perkier than she did. How's William feeling about Catherine at the moment? He is an absolute worrywart, and do you know what? I think he's blaming somebody. He's looking to blame somebody, okay? It's like, you don't deserve this, you didn't deserve this. So there is an element of stress in this diagnosis, okay? I mean, I'll go out on a limb and maybe say, could be looking at the intestines here. They are sort of connected to the stomach as well. So, you know, maybe there's been some kind of stress involved as well. It's not happy. It's just not happy. Does William feel like Harry and Meghan have brought this on? Well, there is the stress of the public here, you know, the stress of the public, and so. But do you know what? In a way, I kind of feel like they haven't caused it or brought it on, but in some way they are responsible, you know. Somewhere, all that bad press about Catherine. Funny how she ends up in hospital, you know, within weeks of being called a racist, don't you think? Now, stress can do that to you. Stress can affect the bowel. She could have had a perforated bowel. She could have had a twisted bowel, you know. Is it to do with a bowel? Absolutely. Absolutely it is, okay? Absolutely. I'm getting a yes here. That's good then, you know, we haven't got a hysterectomy, we haven't got a full stomach removal, you know. A lot of people have been, you know, speculating what can keep you in 10 to 14 days and then months recovery. I think your intestine, you know, there could be something wrong there. And you'd be amazed what kind of stress can happen, you know, on your body and how much it so like compounds on it as well, you know. When you have stress, it does affect you. I mean, you know, some of you guys might think, oh, I've gone through a right stressful period, and then all of a sudden that stress seems to be leaving, but the damage is already done, and then you're going to get ill, you know. You're going to get a stomach ache, or you're going to pull a muscle, or you've got inflammation, or, you know. I mean, definitely I'm looking at inflammation there. So to a point, you know, can you imagine the piercing pain in your stomach? You don't notice your bowel at first, you know. The piercing, you know, pain of in your stomach, and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know what's happening, you know. So yeah, I think definitely we're looking at the bowel. You know, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? Because William's always looked at Catherine as the strong person. So how does William see his wife now? You know, I won't say what. This has probably been brewing, and she's not wanted to have any fuss. you know, yeah, just not wanting to have any fuss, because already as well, while she's in the hospital, so you can tell really this wasn't planned far in advance anyway, that, you know, the way she's said she'll catch up with all the engagements, she apologises, and this, it's like you've got to put yourself first, but Catherine's been fighting for the royal family, you know, showing their good works, showing that, you know, they are dutiful. So I think, you know, maybe he feels that he should have done more as well, you know. He should have done more, maybe acted quicker, he feels, you know. I mean, we all do that, don't we, when someone we love goes into hospital and you think, God, did I miss the signs? Or is it because of this? Or should I have done more of that? Should I have insisted she see the doctor last week when she said she's got pains in her belly? Well, William, you know, there's nothing you can do. How does Catherine feel about William? She's worried about him. She's worried about him, okay? She's worried about him. She's not there to sort of like look after him or talk him through things. He'll be a bit lost. He's a bit vulnerable. You know, he'll have to depend on staff a bit more where the children are concerned. She wants him to keep going. Just keep going, she says. You know, keep going. Don't let this stop us. You have to keep going. So there is a certain element of pressure on them both here. Catherine, get yourself off to St. Lucia or Aruba or, you know, Seychelles, and you'll recover in the bloody sun. I mean, it's just not possible with the kids, is it, you know? How does Catherine intend to, you know, recover? I think she's going to find it difficult to sit still, difficult to not do anything. So I feel like, you know, like the Queen, she will carry on. Maybe she doesn't go and visit people, but maybe she makes phone calls. Maybe she writes letters, you know, and does stuff from her home, because she's seeing her body and her mind as two separate issues, areas, so the mind can still function, you know, it's the body that needs to heal, but she's still got all ideas about what she needs to be doing, like, you know, writing and reading a lot of letters as well from well-wishers. And how are the children coping? Well, they're just getting on with it. Kids are resilient, aren't they, you know? It's also an opportunity, though, to get your own way in things, maybe an extra ice cream or a McDonald's even, you know. So I'm pleased to see that their day-to-day life continues, okay? But yeah, they will see this as an opportunity while mum's in hospital, that they can have the odd extra treat as well. And you can imagine Catherine saying, no. But, you know, what's the odd McDonald's every now and again for them? As you can see, I've gone very, very treaded lightly here with Catherine. I'm trying to be as sensitive and as non-invasive as possible. So it's like kind of meant to reassure us. She's in the right place, you know, she's been looked after. You probably got less than 2 weeks and she's out. She might defy us, you know. She's not going to take any more risks as such. So she's going to listen. You know, how has this made Catherine feel about her own body and physique and taking care of herself? The truth is, if you don't look after yourself, no one else is going to. I think there's been several different things going on, okay, so, you know, one at a time she's going to deal with, one at a time, so I suspect then she's got more on a plate than we realise, okay, so, and yeah, I think she's going to try and deal with things differently. Obviously she can't do so much now, I think in the future, you know, how has it made her feel? She's not loved being separate from her family whatsoever. She wants to go home. She wants to go home. I don't know why, but I don't know whether to say this out loud, but is Catherine and William's marriage in a good place? I'm gonna say I don't know, you know, I've got some worries there. I've got some worries. I know everybody will jump on me, but I do have some concerns. But I think the biggest thing is that she's separate from William and the royals as well, being at home. And I do think, you know, I think it's been taking its toll on that her and William have done nothing but have to pick up the pieces and, you know, deal with the likes of Harry and Meghan, and I think that has caused you know, some stress, and no doubt has added to her problem here. How does Catherine feel about Harry at the moment? I think he's been in touch. I do believe he has been in touch. But also as well, I get, you know, quite happy that certain things aren't going his way as well. She said about the legal case, and it's, you know, she's not being bitter or twisted about it. She's quite matter of fact, and it's like, well, he's brought it on himself, you know. At last, maybe he'll turn things down now with all the legal stuff. But she is, I kind of feel like, you know, I don't know, there's something coming in the next month with Harry. I have been told this morning to ask about Harry, so I will do. When I say I've been asked, the card fell out, Harry's card. Ask away. How does she feel about Meghan though? Oh yeah. Oh yes. She's waiting for something to come out. Okay, so she absolutely knows that Harry, you know, can't stop this victory of Catherine's. And we're gonna, you know, look at something that's gone on in the past that is coming out. But I do feel like, you know, Harry has kind of even made an apology in some ways, you know. So maybe I'm sorry, you know, that you're having to go through this. He's definitely reached out, okay. He's definitely reached out. How does William feel about Harry? Yeah, he just finds him spineless. Spineless, you know. Spineless, that's what he says. Spineless. Oh, the hell are you? Oh, the hell are you? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? So there's no thawing on William's part, okay? But you know, Catherine has a very, very good heart and kind and forgiving and also patient. How does William feel about Meghan right now? Oh, he can't wait. He can't wait. Why are they taking so long to reveal? Why are they taking so long to reveal his shite about Meghan? I bet your bottom dollar there's more to come. There's more to come here. Could it be worried as well, you know, about something with him? I know it's strange to say, and I do favour Catherine and William. Yes, I do. Only because they're good people, and that's what I see. I see Meghan and Harry as pieces of shit who would sell you know, to the highest bidder if they could. So I do worry. Is he worrying about something Meghan's going to either come out and say or do next, okay, or do next. But, you know, in actual fact, you're not getting any information from Harry. Okay, one last card. How's Catherine feeling about Charles's prostrate? she's confident. She's confident, you know, that they found whatever it is, that it can be, that we're telling the truth. You know, she's proud of him for telling their truth. I wonder though, on the same day, if it was to sort of like, you know, can you imagine if you wouldn't have had Charles's story in the same day, there would just be panic all over about Catherine. So she's glad he's told the truth, and he's been used his integrity as well as give a fair assessment of things, and yeah, she hopes that it is going to be okay and it will all work out very well. Okay, but good on him for telling the truth. And you know, I think prostrate people went up. Oh, I don't know, maybe it was 1 every 5 seconds before, and now it's 11 every 1 second before. It is important, you know, for you to get these things checked out. My dad had prostrate problems, and then now his brother has just found out he's got prostrate cancer. But you know, he's undergoing started the radium tomorrow, I think, and then chemo after. So, you know, it is scary. It is scary, but it is also, you know, you stand a good chance now of recovering more than any other, you know, any other time in history. So, you know, the sooner they know about it, the better. So, yeah, no operation for my uncle, I'm afraid. So, I'm glad that Charles is getting his sorted. It's not like that for everyone, is it? Okay, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back very soon with another reading. Okay, bye now. Bye-bye.